Hey there, what do you hear, what do you say? My name is Sandkazer. This is a YouTube channel dedicated to a lot of things. Science communication, animation. It's really, I'm trying to sort of see how this goes, but I have a lot of ideas as to where I want to take these sort of things. I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of thoughts, and this is just sort of like a platform to just sort of talk about those thoughts. I hope that this is going to be the start of something good. That's my hope anyway. At the very least, I just want to make a consistent habit, right? That's probably like the most important thing, right? When it comes to any sort of goal, just being consistent and just doing it at a set point every day is probably like the single most important thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a set day, maybe Sunday, maybe Saturday, I haven't really figured it out yet, when I'm just going to upload a video and I'm just going to just see how it goes from there. I'm going to try to learn like various skills to make it better, because yeah, I want not only I don't want to make something that I'm going to regret, right? That's the number one most important thing. I don't want to think like 5 years from now I really should have made a YouTube channel, or 10 years from now I really should have made a YouTube channel. It's like that saying, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago and now, right? So here I am doing it now. At any rate, I want to make a habit of just talking, right? Just getting comfortable talking, just getting comfortable sort of communicating. It's sort of difficult because when you're sort of talking on YouTube, you don't really have that sort of pushback that you do with other people, because you're just here by yourself, you're just talking, you're just sort of monologuing, right? And it sometimes feels a little one-sided, but the thing is that there is a pushback of a sorts, right? Once you gain like a sizable audience, right, you have like a bunch of people, a bunch of personalities, right? You'll see like their perspectives, and their perspective changes your perspective and vice versa, hopefully, right? In any sort of healthy relationship, there should be a good back and forth, right? So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to build up this community. I'm going to make I have like a lot of goals in mind, right? It's something I've been sort of planning for like a long time now, basically, writing down like all the things I want to do. And all the sort of like ideas and gimmicks and that sort of thing that I think that a lot of people will find like appealing. So I think the main thing I want to do is scientific communication. That's something I've been pretty passionate about for a long period of time. Basically sort of communicating like ideas in science that are sort of opaque to a lot of people, such as quantum mechanics. I think that there's like a lot of topics within science that sort of get like systematically misinterpreted by the general public, and this YouTube channel I think is going to try to help sort of mitigate that sort of confusion, right? So yeah, I really I suppose like in a sentence, if you had to describe it, it'd be something like someone who is attempting to be like philosophically and scientifically informed and tries to sort of communicate various ideas present within philosophy and science to like a broader public. So when it comes to like me, I like study like mathematics and physics, and I think that's like very, very helpful when it comes to sort of like communicating these various ideas, because I think that there are a lot of parts of science that you really do need to have like some background in to really like talk about them confidently. So for example, if you was to sort of like, let's just stick to our example of quantum mechanics. If you was to sort of describe quantum mechanics without sort of specifying the mathematics of it at all, you didn't describe any, you didn't use any differential equations, you didn't use anything like that, right? You're going to end up having, I don't want to say caricature, but you're going to have like a very, very simplified version of it. Now obviously I think it's very good to sort of understand like a given theory, and ideally there's a very famous saying by Richard Feynman, which is something to the effect of like you can't understand something unless you explain it. And I agree with that sort of sentiment, right? So I do agree that you should be able to describe a theory without using the sort of mathematical formalism, right? That shows the true understanding. But the thing is, to fully appreciate and understand the conclusions of a given theory, you're going to have to sort of like be clear as to what exactly its commitments are and its various aspects. I think you're going to have some background in mathematics to sort of fully appreciate it. So yeah, I think that my sort of goal is to just sort of like enunciate like very clearly and very systematically what these given theories and propositions and like worldviews are really about, right? So I think what I'm going to try to do is, for like the first couple of videos, I'll just basically sort of describe like a concept within philosophy or science and just basically go over it. I'll give like references, resources, that sort of thing, and hopefully I think I want to try to do animations as well, because I find that people really understand things visually like a lot better as well. So if you have like a sort of visual component to go along with it, I think that'll be like a lot more clearer. And yeah, so I think that that's basically what I want to do. Also, I think that it's really good to sort of have like some familiarity with logic as well, because that way you're able to like clearly and sort of systematically structurize like, okay, what does this proposition mean, what does that proposition mean, what are the relationship between these propositions. And yeah, I also want to sort of get into like self-help and stuff like that. I think that that's probably like the sort of like the main thrust of this channel, right? Basically sort of synthesizing like information that isn't like easily discernible to a lot of people, and just basically explaining it in a way that is discernible to a lot of people. That's probably like the main goal. I have like a lot of other ideas, right? So such as like anime. I really want to do like what ifs, that sort of thing. I'd love to be able to do like animated fights. I have like the problem is that the list is too big, but I think for now I think I just want to focus on basically sort of like being like a scientific communicator that sort of uses humor and sort of like tries to be like well informed, and and tries to like explain things clearly, and just basically try to explain that to like the general public. But yeah, this is like the first video, one of many hopefully, and yeah, I wish you all the best, stay steadfast, and see ya.